importantly, censorship defeats the entire purpose of education. As Thomas Jefferson stated, censorship represents tyranny over the mind. Freedom of expression and inquiry is central to the educational process. Without censorship, schools are no longer intellectually free, and reading is constrained by sensitivity codes. How can students form critical and independent mind when they are only allowed to read what is deemed non-controversial? Access to a wide range of views and an opportunity to discuss and dissent are essential to education and prepare the students with different needs and beliefs for adulthood and participation in the democratic process.
Okay, I just want to talk about a couple I'm Tracy and I'm from McClatchy High School. And I just want to talk about a couple of points that the last two pro speakers talked about. First of all, the whole thing about the government. Isn't the government by the people and for the people? Wasn't that what the founding ideal was? Not that we have to censor everyone else so that they don't all rise up against us. I mean, isn't that part of what our democracy is founded on? Revolution? Isn't that how we maintain fairness within our society and equality? And then also the point about parents and how they don't want their kids to be learning things that are contrary to their own beliefs. Well, isn't it also the parents' responsibility to teach their children at home if they disagree with those ideas? What if my parents want me to learn about evolution, but someone else's parents don't want them to? Does that mean that I don't get to learn about it in school just because their parents don't want them to? That's not fairness. I yield the rest of my time to questions.
I mentioned the Kansas School Board with evolution. Let's continue along that vein. Supposing we allow this resolution through, and then supposing a bunch of hardcore Christian parents go to the school board and say, we do not want evolution in our biology textbooks. Don't laugh, in Alabama it could happen. Now, supposing that does happen, and then a bunch of other states follow suit, and then more and more. Soon enough, the textbook companies will just stop putting evolution in the textbooks. Furthermore, supposing the blacks want to censor slavery, as someone mentioned, or the Jews want to censor the Holocaust. Guess what? There will be no Holocaust or slavery section in history books. And my friends, this is called revisionist history, and this occurs in places like North Korea, Nazi Germany, and in, as already mentioned, 1984. This is not American. Now,
censorship is pointless. As previous speakers have mentioned, who's to say what's offensive? Harry Potter is mentioned, that's one of my favorite books. And yet there's a Christian group down in the South that thinks the devil is writing through J.K. Rowling to spread these ideas to kids. And they hold annual book burnings where they burn 3.4 million books, including Harry Potter. And they stated that the reason the release of the fifth Harry Potter book was delayed was because Christians pray to God that Satan's brain would be scrambled and J.K. Rowling would not be able to finish the series. That's absurd.